If you are worried about your speaking skills for your IELTS exam, then you must know the marking criteria for the IELTS speaking test. Hi everyone, I'm Namita. Welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to talk about IELTS speaking test marking criteria. Yes, there is a criteria on the basis of which they are going to mark you. Yes, the interviewer is going to ask you certain questions, and then he is going to give you points, or he is going to mark you based on certain things that they have already in their mind, on the basis of which you are marked or you are given a certain band. So in this video, I'm going to tell you all the things that you need to keep in your mind when you are appearing for the speaking test. The speaking test generally doesn't happen on the same day. It is you are assigned a certain other date for speaking test. So when you are going for it, then you need to keep certain things in your mind. What are the things based on which they are going to judge you, or they are going to give you marks? The very first thing is your fluency and your coherence. Yes, they are going to mark you on the basis of your fluency, of course. Fluency is the ability to speak without pauses or noticeable effort. When you are not taking a lot of pauses, you're not using a lot of fillers in your sentences, and you're not putting in a lot of effort. The words should just flow out of your mouth. So this is what fluency is, and this is what they are going to notice. Whereas the coherence refers to the flow. They are going to watch you speaking, and they would notice how you connect the phrases logically, how you're using your sentences, how logically you're using your sentences. So this is what they are going to notice. The very first thing in you is your fluency and your coherence. They want to see how fluent you are. So that is why practice is something which is going to help you in building up your good language skills. You cannot skip the practice part no matter what. So for your speaking skills, you have to practice so that you can be fluent, and you know that it should just flow out of your mouth. You don't have to put in a lot of effort. A lot of thinking part should not go on while speaking. Now, the second thing which you all already know is vocabulary. So now vocabulary is the range of words that one knows in a particular language. So here the language is going to be English. So how many words do you know? That is what vocabulary is. So how many words does a person know is what builds up a person's vocabulary. So your vocabulary should consist of wonderful words. That is why for IELTS we keep telling all the learners that you should work on your vocabulary, read good books, keep coining new words into your mind all the time. You should just surround yourself with good vocabulary, because you cannot just pass a test like IELTS with a basic vocabulary. You need to have good vocabulary. You should be able to use lot wonderful words, the words which are not common. And I have been uploading a lot of shorts on my Instagram as well, and here on YouTube also, where I'm giving you better words for a basic word, so that you can keep improving your English language. So keep checking out those short videos where I mostly talk about vocabulary. This is going to help you build up a very nice vocabulary. Moving on to the third point now. Now this one is the most inevitable part. The third part is grammar. Yes, they are going to see your grammar skills. What exactly is grammar? There's so much of hue and cry about grammar all the time. Grammar is nothing but study of words, how they are used in a sentence. We are spending so much time in reading grammar or learning grammar, but it is nothing but study of words. So how else would you know that a word is a noun, or it is a verb, or it is a pronoun, or is it a conjunction, or is it a preposition, or it is just adverb or whatever. So this is grammar's role only, which lets us know how a word is used in a sentence. And it is very important to build up a good grammar. At least how you're using your word in a sentence is very important. And of course the tenses, which everyone is so worried about, how we are going to use tenses. Yes, tenses come, they don't come that easily to people. So tenses, you have to make clear about in your mind that yes, this is how you're going to use tenses, this is how you're going to form sentences. So grammar has to be in place. I would not say perfect, because I think none of us can be perfect if it is not our first language, but grammar is something you need to work very hard on. And I would not say that start taking grammar lessons. No, reading would help you understand all the areas. It is not just grammar, even your vocabulary. So if you don't focus on anything, if you just are reading books, if you're a lot into reading, you will never have any problem. So while preparing for IELTS, if you want to work on your grammar, just read. You will know the correct usage of words, you will know the correct usage of tenses or whatever, and you don't need to learn the basic parts of speech, whether the word is an adverb or a preposition or whatever, because they are not going to ask you these questions directly. Otherwise, for the fill-ups and everything, if you have an idea how you use it, you will be able to get through the test very easily. Now the fourth one is pronunciation, the way in which the words are spoken. Yes, they are going to see how you are speaking your words. Now in India, many people from wherever you belong to, whichever region, north, south, east, west, people have mother tongue influence, and that is what takes a lot away from you when it comes to English. So you might get a few points deducted just for the fact that you have that mother tongue influence. You are not being able to pronounce the words properly. So pronunciation is something which can happen with a lot of listening exercises. If you're listening to a lot of English stuff, whether it is your Netflix shows, whether you're listening to podcast is a wonderful way of improving your listening skills and improving your pronunciation basically. And the audiobooks also are going to help you to improve your pronunciation. So you cannot sideline pronunciation. All these things, your fluency, your coherence, your pronunciation, your grammar, and most important, your vocabulary, all of these things are going to be judged, are going to be noticed, so that they can mark you for your speaking skills. So IELTS is not going to be something very simple for you. I'm not scaring you away that IELTS is going to be something very difficult, but still you cannot just go with your basic skills. You have to take your skills to a level up. You have to step up English wise. So you start listening to better things, you start watching better things, you start reading better things, so you can so that you're able to improve your English language. So this is how you can get through IELTS test. I just wanted to tell you about all these 4 things, and these can be worked upon very easily. It is not difficult. Everything is just a decision away. If you've decided that you have to work, you are going to get very good scores. Not a problem at all. Just work on your pronunciation if you have a mother tongue influence. Grammar is something that we have been studying till class 12 in our school, so it is not a big deal. Yes, vocabulary can always be improved. I'm still working on improving my vocabulary. It is a lifelong process. There is never a time in your life when you say that I know everything. Vocabulary is something which we are always improving, which we are always working on. So not a big deal. Yes, fluency comes with practice. So keep practicing so that your flow improves. And that's it for the speaking skills. This is how they are going to mark you. Keep practicing. It is the only key to everything is practice. So keep practicing. I'm going to see you in my next video. Take care of yourself. All the best to you for your exam. Bye-bye for now.